recently. I got robbed by the police in Burma, in Myanmar. You know, they're in a civil war right now. I was the first blogger to enter in this year, the first blogger to enter into Myanmar in the whole year. The only reason I know is because they had a government person following me. And I caught him because I noticed the same old man popping up everywhere the whole trip. So I ordered him a beer.
I noticed you have some a special shirt on, a little bit of merch for you. So you do a YouTube channel too, right?
I do.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about what your channel is about and what you like to show on the channel?
So what I do is I try to cover people, culture, food, and party, because I am kind of a party guy. But then I try to find like one special thing that like each country does or makes them unique, and I focus on those in my videos. So a lot of times I just kind of walk around and wing it. I have an idea and list of what I'm going to do, but I just want to kind of show people regular life in these countries. I do it a little different when I visit somewhere than when I live somewhere, because when I visit, I'm trying to show you cool stuff, but when I'm living somewhere, you might find a video of like the worst neighborhood in the city, and you might find a video of the richest neighborhood, or I like sports, so I might just go to a football game and film it and let people see like, oh wow, I didn't know Vietnamese are crazy about football, which you know about that because you were here when they won the championship. So
Yep.
You know, on Threads I did 1 million views in a night on the like 2 posts, and it was all Vietnamese people.
When did you come here to Vietnam?
Like 3 months and 2.5 weeks ago.
So you're somewhat of a rookie to Vietnam, technically. That's crazy.
I'm becoming an expert on Ho Chi Minh, but on the country, total rookie.
Total rookie.
Yeah.
But you've been to a lot of countries, right? How many have you been to?
In my life, 107. For YouTube, I think 37.
Wow, 107. So you're in that club that I want to be in, the 100 plus. That's my goal. Yes. How did you reach those 100? Were they due to the military? Were they a combination?
Some of it was military. So like I would go with the military to go and train. And then like afterwards we get R&R, and then I would just pick somewhere new that I haven't been to.
Nice.
So like, you know, I got to go to like 80 something countries, but a lot of it was just in my free time. I used military benefits to travel. So, but now like when I started YouTube, I started at 0. So, because I didn't blog anything before. So basically, so far it's been Canada, US, Mexico, El Salvador. I love El Salvador though. It's so awesome. And safest country in the West.
What is the first country that really stands out to you then? That you travel to?
Morocco. I freaking love Morocco.
I've heard hit and misses about it.
It's not the most safe place in the world because there's a lot of petty crime and robbery. But the culture is so amazing, and the food is, I mean, I couldn't tell you a dish, but everything I've ever had there has always been good. Georgia, the country of Georgia, I considered moving to Georgia for a year. Plus, you don't need a visa. It's 1 year visa exempt.
Yep.
It's just, the weather is really bad about half the year. Like, and I like warm weather. So for me, like, Georgia's got the best food in the world. Like, top 3 for me is Georgia, Trinidad, and Singapore. I was born in Akron, Ohio, but I grew up in South Texas.
But then I noticed that you said when you do go to the USA, you don't live in Ohio anymore.
No, I have, my residence has been Texas for a long time.
So
really long time.
Pretty big difference from Ohio and Texas.
Especially South Texas. Yeah.
So how long do you plan on traveling for from this point on?
Until I hit 196.
Every country. So you're going to be the next Drew Binsky.
That's the goal. Actually, he's my standard.
So maybe can you tell us any crazy story that you have, either good or bad, that's kind of stood out in your mind of traveling?
I mean, recently I got robbed by the police in Burma, in Myanmar. You know, they're in a civil war right now. I was the first blogger to enter in this year. The first blogger to enter into Myanmar in the whole year. Only reason I know is because they had a government person following me, and I caught him because I noticed the same old man popping up everywhere the whole trip. So I ordered him a beer and sent it over to him because I could tell he just was out of place everywhere. So, but I never felt unsafe. Like, it was cool, even though they're in a really bad way. Everything's on generator right now. They don't have power. And then on the way out, I get robbed at gunpoint by the cops at the airport. Like, you know, the people don't rob me, but a police officer does on the way out.
What kind of advice would you give to somebody that's never been out of the country and that's maybe thinking about either Vietnam or Asia in general?
Asia's the safest region in the world. It's safer than Europe. It's safer than US. It's safer than Canada. It's safer definitely than Latin America. It's safer than the Caribbean. I mean, look, I love the Caribbean, but the Caribbean has higher murder rate per capita than any other region in the world. If you look at Jamaica, which I love very much, never felt unsafe, but they've got one of the highest murder rates per capita. St. Kitts and Nevis, Bahamas, Barbados, all of these countries that are beautiful that you won't have a problem in actually are unsafer than Asia. The worst thing that will happen to you in Vietnam is if you have your phone out on the street in Ho Chi Minh or Hanoi. I haven't been to Hanoi, but a lot of people have told me it happens up there a lot. They'll snag your phone off the back of a moto, but if you are smart, dude, you're never gonna get robbed in these countries. They're not gonna stick you up with a knife. They're not gonna hurt you. If you leave something out, they're gonna take it. Maybe, depending on where you are. But like, Asia is one of the safest regions because they just have a different culture. They think about what they do and how it's gonna look and make their family look a lot of the times before they act. So like, I think if you're a brand new traveler and you've never been out of the country, pick somewhere that's relaxing and safe, because you don't want to go too crazy and have a bad experience without having the experience of knowing how to move. Go somewhere safe and then build your knowledge of how to navigate these countries. Like, everyone wants to go to Colombia. Don't go to Colombia first. It's wild out there. It's violent out there, and it's crazy. And come out here. Go to Thailand. Go to Vietnam. Go to Malaysia. Malaysia's awesome. But, you know, get your experience. Learn how to pack. How to, you know, exchange currency.
Get your SIM card.
Get your SIM card. Know how not to get scammed. Guys, if you leave yourself open, things will happen. So, like me, I use the apps. Watch our videos. Watch other people's videos. What are the 5 apps you need? Like Grab. Grab is Uber for Asia. Like, you use InDrive, but InDrive's big in South America too. They'll come up to me, oh, I'll give you a better rate. No, I'm using the app for safety.
I know our viewers love to hear the good and the bad. I break it down to them. So what would you say good and bad about Da Nang on your short trip here?
For the good, it's a lot more calm and less chaotic than Ho Chi Minh City. So I like that. I like the relaxing beach vibe. Even though it's not really blue or warm right now, it's nice just to sit out there. It's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper. Amenities are cheaper, like getting accommodations. Food's cheaper. It's definitely safer. Like Will even said, I haven't heard of anybody getting their phone stolen out here, but it's different out here. Negatives. It's like, I'm a single guy, so I eventually want to meet a girl, and I feel like the demographic is like, if you got like half of the population, this is going to sound really bad, but it's just how I look at it. It's not the reality, but it's the way I'm seeing it. There's a lot of girls that are working. Take that how you want, whether it's full out or money motivated. So like, you've got that half and half, and on this side of the city is a lot of foreigner influence. So you're dealing with local girls that want money, or you're dealing with Russian girls and other foreign girls that have a standard of living that is not cost effective for what we're trying to do here. So like, if I was going to move here for a couple of months, I would probably spend more of my time on that side of the bridge, or that side of the bridge, because that's the local area. I would go over to local markets, local coffee shops, because that's where you meet. If you're a single guy and you want to meet, or a single woman and you want to meet a partner, coffee shops and greenways are the place here. Parks and coffee shops. You want to meet someone for fun, then it's always a bar like anywhere else in the world. But I would definitely spend more time on that side than I would over here. I might even live over there, to be honest. There's a possibility I would consider
The other side of the river.
yeah, not because of cheaper, just because it's more authentic.
Different lifestyle, yeah. Could you maybe tell our audience maybe your list of top 5 countries that you'd love to go to, top 3 or top 5?
Vietnam. I'm only gonna do the ones I did on YouTube because it's the ones I've documented recently. So my experience is different. I'm gonna do 4 and then add in an extra. All right, Vietnam, Thailand, Trinidad, Japan, and I'm gonna throw in the extra one, which I haven't done for YouTube yet, but I've been there, Albania. I love Albania. Albania is the sleeper, just like Vietnam is for Asia.
So a lot of my viewers focus on budget. Can you give an idea of someone that does go to bars, clubs? Can you give them an idea of what they can spend roughly living your similar lifestyle in Vietnam?
If you're drinking beer, you can make it go far. Beer is not going to run up your bill. The reason why my bills get high is because I'm a liquor guy. So it's nothing for me to drop 1.5 million at the bar in a night. $50, $60, which is stupid, I know, but on a night when I go somewhere and I'm really like going out to have a good time, that's normal. But if I was drinking beer, 100 or 200,000.
And a monthly budget for your kind of lifestyle in Ho Chi Minh?
I still spend under $1,200 a month,
Wow.
even with going out.
Wow, very nice. So can you tell people if they're torn between Ho Chi Minh and coming to Da Nang, what people would you recommend going to Ho Chi Minh? What people would you recommend going to Da Nang to live? Or at least spend a long time in?
If you're single, go to Ho Chi Minh. If you're in a relationship or married, or you're past all that and you just don't care, you're just trying to relax, Da Nang all day long. Like, I would have a hard time living here because I like to date, and that would be I think that would be, it could be it's doable, but it would be very complicated compared to like, I know where to go in Ho Chi Minh and I can meet a nice girl, like 100%, I know I'm gonna meet someone tonight. And I'm not gonna take her home with me, I'm just saying like, I know I can go meet a girl, get her phone number, and maybe get something set up for coffee. 100% out of 100%. If I ask enough girls, I'll always have a yes. That I don't think would happen here.
So on a final note, what are your goals, or what can your viewers look forward to seeing on your channel this year? Goals and just location-wise.
Oh shoot, we have a lot going on this year. My next goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by May 1. I'm trying to hit 20 by the end of the year. It's not gonna happen, I don't think, but that's my goal. I think 15 is more realistic. I should hit my 1 million views this year as well, which is going to be nice on YouTube. I'm at like 900,000.
Wow. What about locations? Are any new countries, or what countries are you planning on going to?
So March 7th, I go to Thailand. March 21st, I go to Australia, which I just got my visa. This year, I'm going to go to China. I'm going to go to Indonesia, which I haven't been to yet. I'm going to go to Macau and Hong Kong on the same trip. That's going to be cool because my buddy's got a helicopter, so we're not going to be taking boats or cars. That's going to be some luxury shit that I can't afford. What else? We're going to be going to Europe at the end of the year. The move will probably happen around fall time. We're going to Italy in August. That's for sure. I'm playing in a tennis tournament in Italy.
Wow.
In Torino. I may go start scoping out Albania ahead of time to get the apartment set up. We're going to Andorra. I'm going to be doing some content with the president of the Bank of Andorra, so that'll be cool. I'm going to about 20 more countries this year.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot.
Very nice. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this interview. Please go check out Army Guy's channel. Go like and subscribe all of these videos, all of his videos, and please subscribe if you guys want to follow his journey. Once again, I thank you guys and I appreciate it, and happy travels.
Thank you guys.